Hey y'all, it's Dankyante and I'm back with another video. Today, I want to talk about how you can tell or how you can realize that you shifted, because I've seen some other people talk about it, and the way that I felt after watching the video, I was just like,
What? What?
I don't feel like that, so I must be doing it wrong. But let me tell you, you're not doing it wrong, and I'm going to show you why.
Okay, let's go.
So, me personally, I feel like whenever I'm manifesting and I'm shifting, it's not really something that's like a drastic change. Like, I'm not gonna wake up one morning and see like myself in a completely different area than what I was when I went to sleep last night. Of course, no, that's not what it feels like. What it feels like to me, it's like I feel more happier. I feel lighter. And even if I don't feel happier and lighter, I can just feel like something is different. Like, not in a bad way. It just feels like something changed.
What happened to the original plot of the movie?
So whenever I was still trying to figure out the hang of manifesting, like back in 2022, and if you've watched a few of my videos, you know I referenced 2022 a lot, because when I say it was like a light bulb moment, it was really like a light bulb moment. Like, one day I felt like I went to sleep and then everything was crappy. But then when I woke up the next day, it just felt like, okay, this is doable. Like, I didn't feel as bad about the situation that I was in as I normally would, because in my head, I just knew, I was like, okay, this stuff is going to change. I'm not even going to have to put up with this for much longer, because I had that knowing that everything was going to change. So things kind of felt lighter. It didn't really feel like I was waiting on anything anymore. It didn't feel like I was in the state of searching or trying to find out where is it going to come from. I just felt like normal. Like, my anxiety wasn't bothering me. I wasn't complaining like I normally would. I was just literally going with the flow. And that would be how I would describe the flow state that everybody talks about. It's literally just, you're just there. Not saying you're there not doing anything, but it's like, you're fine. Like, you don't feel like you want anything. You don't feel like there's a deadline that's right around the corner that you have to meet. It's like you just don't care.
I don't give a fuck. Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't.
Like, whenever I was trying to swap my cars out, I hated the car that I had, but then after I was robotically affirming and then thinking as if, and then, you know, visualizing myself in the car that I wanted, it got to a point where I was like, okay, that car doesn't bother me anymore because I don't even have it. And when I tell y'all, that is how I knew that I shifted, because I would complain about that car all the time. That car literally gave me problems from the day that I picked it up to the day that I traded it in. Like, I'm not even lying.
I tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a lie. I'm telling you.
Like, on the day that I went to go trade the car in, I had to drive from Pennsylvania down to North Carolina to go pick the car up. And when I was driving to North Carolina, the check engine light came on after I had already told the dealership that I was expecting the old car that everything was fine. Like, I sent them pictures on my dashboard and everything. So instead of freaking out, like, oh my gosh, I can't get my new car now, I just called them and I was like, hey, the check engine light came on and I just left the mechanic, and he told me that it was because of the catalytic converter, and he gave me a quote of like $400 to $500. So instead of me canceling this deal because I really want the car, can I just pay you guys for the repair? And they said, absolutely. Come and bring us the car. We'll get it fixed, and you can still drive off with your new car. And in my mind, I was just like, because in the past, I was stuck in the state of being the person who things don't work out for. Like, I've experienced being turned away for cars before because of my crappy credit. I have experienced being turned away from getting cell phones because they told me I didn't have a down payment, but after they ran my credit, I had to put down a deposit and I didn't have the money to pay it. And at one point, the deposit was like half the price of the phone. So if I could pay $500 for a deposit, girl, why wouldn't I just buy the phone outright? So therefore, I'm not getting another phone.
What? What?
But like I said, when I was consistent with my affirmations and my visualizations and all this and all that, that's when I just felt like the problems that I had, they didn't bother me as much. I literally just felt like I don't care about any of the stuff that's going on because I'm still going to get everything that I want. And guess what I did? I still got what I wanted.
Why shouldn't I want my cake and eat it too? I feel like I deserve that at this point in my life.
So if you're watching videos about how to tell if you're in the state or how to tell that, you have shifted, and they start saying stuff like, oh, you'll just know. You will know, but it's not going to be like a super dramatic or super drastic change like some creators explain it or make it seem. No offense to them, but like I said, to me, it just feels normal. It feels easy. It just feels like you don't have to worry about the problems that you used to worry about anymore. So if you're going from the state of a person who does not have their SP to the state of a person who does have their SP, you're going to feel yourself no longer wondering what they're doing, no longer worrying about where they're at, no longer wondering what's going on with them. You're just going to feel like, I got them. I have them. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to get them because I already have them. And things are literally going to feel easier for you. Just like with manifesting money. If you're going from a state from the person who has no money to the person who does have money, whenever you think about your bills, you're not going to be like, oh my gosh, I got to figure out how I'm going to pay this. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's just going to feel like it's going to get paid. I don't know how, but it's going to get paid because I know that it's going to get paid. It's just that simple. Like, you can definitely feel a difference within yourself. Like, stuff, in my opinion, stuff does not bother you as much as it used to. Or you feel like you can just breathe a little bit more,
I know that's right. I know that's right, babe.
Like this scenario, this just happened to me literally within the last 48 hours. I ordered some pants from the Fashion Nova website because I need some new pants. Like, I have leggings, I have joggers, but I don't really have too many jeans because I literally have been working from home for like the last almost 5 years. So now I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to get me some new pants, to be comfortable in. So I ordered the pants. They said they were going to be here yesterday, which was Monday, the 26th. On Sunday, the 25th, I was like, okay, the tracking says that UPS doesn't even have the package at this time, even though it's supposed to be delivered literally within 24 hours, which is on Monday. On Sunday, I kept checking the tracking and I was like, nothing's moving. Like, nothing is going anywhere. So I'm scared that I'm not going to get my pants.
Face it, jeez.
But then I realized, I was like, no, you're going to get the pants because you paid for them. So you're going to get what you pay for, regardless of whether you believe it or not. And also, I said, there's no reason for me to freak out about it because even if I don't get the pants, guess what? I'm going on PayPal and I'm hitting a nice little dispute button because you're not going to sit up here and rob me and not give me the clothes that I paid for.
This shit is going to end right now.
So instead of having a meltdown like I could have, I just did what I know how to do. I kept repeating to myself, you're going to get your stuff. You're going to get your stuff. Or in my head, I was like, I'm going to get my stuff. I'm going to get my stuff. I'm going to get my stuff. And then as my little safety net affirmation, if I didn't believe that, I was like, look, even if you don't get your stuff, you're going to get your money back because you can get on PayPal and file a dispute. Either way, you're either getting your merchandise or you're going to get your money back. So what are you worried about? And every time I thought about it, I was just like, look, I already got my stuff. I got my stuff. It showed up. It showed up. I didn't check the tracking. It showed up. And fast forward to Monday, which was yesterday, I checked the tracking when I got up in the morning and nothing changed. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Because like I said, if I don't get my stuff, I'm filing a dispute. And PayPal is very good with disputes. Very good. Ask me how I know.
You know what it is, baby.
I've definitely had to submit some disputes through good old PayPal, especially to Kith. I don't know what it is, and I don't know why I didn't check out their reviews before I ordered, but they don't need to be in business anymore. They're terrible. But back to the main story. I kept telling myself, I'm going to get my stuff. I'm going to get my stuff. I'm going to get my stuff. And if I don't get my stuff, guess what? I can dispute it with PayPal. And literally right before I was about to go to bed last night, I got an email from UPS and they were like, oh, your package is scheduled to be delivered tomorrow. So I'm like, what? I just checked the tracking this morning and it said nothing happened. And even when I go through and I look at the tracking right now, it just says on the way, and then it says out for delivery, which was crazy. And when I got up this morning, I got some text messages from Fashion Nova, and they were like, oh, your package is out for delivery. And I'm like, okay, y'all sent me automated text messages, but you couldn't respond to none of the customer service inquiries I sent you.
Somebody ain't doing the math right.
And probably within like an hour of me getting up, the package was outside of my house. Like, not even joking. And I said all that to say, like I said earlier, if you need to find out if you've shifted, just pay attention to the way that you react to stuff. Because like I said, I could have definitely had a freak out. I could have been sending them tweets. I could have been tagging them in my Instagram story. I could have been spamming their customer service email to the point that they had to block me. I could have been worrying about this, but I wasn't doing any of that. I just said, I don't have to worry about it because I'm going to get my stuff. And if I don't get my stuff, I'm going to dispute it and get my money back. So I'm okay either way. Worst case scenario, I would have just had to go to like Forever 21 or Hollister or H&M or something to go and get me some more pants. So I was going to be all right at the end of the day. So if you're worried about finding out if you shifted or not, like I said, just pay attention to how you react to things. Now, am I saying that you're never going to have a negative reaction again to something after you've shifted? No, that's not what I'm saying, because you're a human. You have emotions. You're bound to get mad about something. You're bound to be sad about something eventually. So that doesn't matter. What matters is you getting yourself back into the state of being the person who doesn't have to worry about the issue that you're currently facing. Like, there was a point where I couldn't afford any of my car repairs. That would have took me out the game before 2022. I would have went into the deepest depression session that I'd ever been in. But current day me is just like, look, I don't care. If I can't get it repaired, guess what? I'm going to drive that car till the wheels fall off. Something is going to come through where either I get my car fixed or I get another car, or that's it. I'm going to be all right either way because I need my car to get around. So if something happens, guess what? I'm going to be okay either way because I'm either going to have to find a way to get it fixed. And when I say find a way, I just mean affirm until the way is made, or I'm just going to go and get another car, which I like the sound of that. But I love the car that I have right now, so I'm not looking forward to getting another one anytime soon. But like I said, if something were to be wrong, I can get myself into the state to where nothing's wrong. If that car needs a new tire, guess what? I know I can get it. Even if I didn't have the money to get it, I know that a way is going to get made for me to get it. Even if somebody has to buy it for me and I just have to pay them back. Luckily, I don't have to do that. But if I was to be in a situation like that, I already know that I would be taken care of. And that's how you can tell that you switched.
I'm gonna give y'all that real bitch information because that's what y'all need.
So long story short, or a little quick recap, the way to be able to tell that you shifted is you literally just know. You can feel yourself feel, like I said, lighter. You might feel like you don't care that much. This is another thing that I think people think that, detachment is, because you're not putting what you need up on the pedestal anymore because you already know that you're going to get that thing. So not to say it's not important to you, because of course it's important to you, but you just don't feel like you're grabbing it so tightly anymore because you already know that that thing is going to come to you. It's going to work out for you. You know that you're going to have it. And that is the way that I feel you know that you have shifted.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
I intend that this video helps you finally realize what it feels like to shift. I'm going to get out of here because I have to put away my laundry that I just did. Thank you, Fashion Nova. And also, I gotta do my little at-home chemical peel. It's the Ordinary AHA and BHA stuff. And I'm telling you, if you have a dark spot, put this on twice a week. It's gonna be gone by next month. It's gonna be gone by next month. They fade dramatically. As a person who deals with dark spots often, like I got one on my arm right here. That's gonna be faded next week because of this stuff. I'm not gonna let myself get started because talking about that stuff could easily send me into a skincare yap session. And like I said, I have stuff to do. I gotta go put my laundry away and I actually have to do the peel for myself. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really, really, really appreciate it. And until next time.
TF, I'm out this bitch.